I guess I gotta come back on and explain myself. Shadi doesn't know what I'm doing. Hey, why don't you just answer the questions? Hey, it's pretty fucking simple and self-explanatory. But hey, I'm having a bad night over here on the side. I listen to some music, having a smoke, watching the stars. There's two stars up there. They look really far away. All of a sudden, one of those little stars just starts moving away. I'm like, son of a bitch. I go to grab the phone. Like, all of a sudden, it's gone. All of a sudden, the other little star that was hanging around with that star, well, it started moving too. But unfortunately, I put my phone back in. I go to get it out, gone again. But hey, maybe that's just a delusion. You know what I mean? I'm just putting it on the records here. I believe it happened, but God can't make things easy for me. Yeah. I got that. Anyways, little jackass exposer. Still talking to yourself. Yeah, I find it very therapeutic in case you didn't know. Hey, hey, I like something Trump did today. I really did. Would you like to pay attention and see what I'm talking about? This should be no brainer shit, but it's just fucking real difficult. Some people's minds are fucking warped and fucked. That's just my opinion. Alright, alright, let's go like this. Are you not going to comply with it? Well, we are the federal law. You better do it. You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population it doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding. Every state, good. I'll see you. Good. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one. And enjoy your life after governor because I don't think you'll be in elected politics. That was good, eh? Did you guys catch that? You're still screaming at these folks that follow the devil. Yeah. Isn't this Dagburn? Isn't that what his new digs are? Yeah. Country rap uncut. He's still screaming at these folks that follow Dagburn. You gonna tell me you're not following the devil, bud? Anyways, let's get back to this Trump thing. Like, that's a no-brainer, right? Like, you actually have a governor sitting there arguing that they want men in women's sports and that they'll take it all the way to court. Now, I did like what Don did, but if Don was a smart man, he would have said, "Hey, governor, why wait for court? Why don't you come up here, take the fucking podium, and tell all the women all across Maine why you think men should be playing in their sports?" Now, Dagburn, you think you're chosen, bud? You think you're fucking chosen? You're still in full victim mode, bud. Full victim mode. You don't learn nothing, dude. Anyways, what I would have done, I would have asked the governor of Maine to come up on stage and just, hey, but then just so the women understand, hey, think about it as your fucking selves. Think about yourselves as that. What was her name? Was it Riley Gaines? Think about put yourself in her position. Peak athlete, trying to make some dreams come true. And then you got to know you got to compete against Long Dong Sally over there. It's not really fair. Not only that, you're being fucking forced to fucking change with them. How many women think that that's something that a man deserves the right to do? Playing women's sports. I mean, I guess you could let everybody vote. I'd fucking find out who those men were that voted that they should be dominating women's sports, because those men are a real joke. Mentally ill. Who is the victim mode? Not me. I take accountability for my actions. Do you? Hey, Johnny Gobble, I don't give a fuck what you think, dude. I know you, and you know I know you. You ain't a good dude. Not at all. You're quite evil, dude. Well, hey, bud, I got you on video calling yourself Gobble. Like, that's how fucking stupid you are, dude. You run around here saying, "Oh, they pick on me. That's not my name." Meanwhile, you fucking ran with it for how long? You're one of those dudes that wants fucking men dominating in women's sports, aren't you? There, fucking. But hey, like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I can't believe you're this fucking delusional. You're completely delusional. You are chosen, Johnny, but you need to choose to be chosen, and need to start living in the truth, brother. And you ain't nowhere near the fucking truth. You do not take responsibility for your fucking actions. Not for a second, dude. Prove where I'm dressed in women's clothes, you fucking dummy. That's the thing. You don't pay attention. You don't see right. That's for damn sure. You're all fluoride up, and you definitely don't hear very well. Never have I worn women's clothes on a video. No, I put on a fucking wig and I put on a long sweater one time. A pair of shorts underneath. Hey, I don't know. And even if I did turn wear women's clothes, what part of a man should be like playing the women's sports? Even if a man wears women's clothes, I don't think he wants men playing in women's sports. At least if he's a sane man, you know what I mean? It's a joke, bud. My weird behavior, Johnny. You live in a fucking fantasy land, bud. You live nowhere near fucking reality, dude. You're a fucking pedophile protector. You don't even care. You could hear it a million times. You could go research it yourself because any man of God would be protecting the children. You know what I mean? Dude, you don't even know how to protect your own fucking children. You know what I mean? You're on video going after your son because he's doing a radio show with somebody else. That's who you are, dude. You're an eye for an eye. If you come after me, I'm coming after you. You know what I mean? You're no better than the people you fucking complain about, you fucking dumbass. Because you definitely go outside of YouTube. Just ask the gotcha man. You know, it was a big thrill for you to fucking go to a dying man's property for some reason. You know what I mean? You're weird, dude. You are really weird and you do weird things. Like, real men don't talk about cutting off people's wieners and shoving them in their butts and making up prostitute stories and hooking up with fucking rap stars at motels and oh buddy, oh buddy, everybody who fucking has the chance to go through Paintsville, Kentucky is gonna go there because you're fucking famous, dude. You know what I mean? Just because he goes to work and he decided he was gonna go to the world famous fucking Dairy Queen because you made it famous, Johnny. You made it famous. You and your stupidity, bud. He never hounded you. He never went near your house. He never taunted you. He went and got himself some fucking chicken, dude. Show the intent to try and fucking hurt you or stalk you, Johnny. You're a victim, dude. You know what I mean? Like, he's got you. Gotcha Man is very he's not that smart, but he's way smarter than you, dude. He's got you pegged. You know what I mean? You just can't go around fucking saying shit about mixed people and then just changing your mind. When you're reborn, Johnny, it just ain't overnight, bud. You gotta put a little thought behind her, you know what I mean? Hey, what makes me be this way? What should I change about myself? You're way too much full of hate. You like to pretend that you're popping in positivity there, my friend. And that's the problem. That's a false positive. Because if you're living in the truth, you see the world for what it is, Johnny. You know what I mean? Little fucking pedo protectors like you just fucking letting the elites fucking run wild all over the fucking children because you just fucking stun cunts fucking running around looking for the next person to hate. I want to be famous. I'm Johnny Gobble. I'm going to be famous. You are going to be motherfucking world famous, Johnny. I'm telling you. I'm the Mashiach and I'm taking you down with me, motherfucker. If I'm going to be famous, you're going to be way more famous because I don't want anybody to come near me, Johnny. In fact, if people come near me, it's probably bad. You know what I mean? I don't want people to worship me, follow me, nothing like that, buddy. No, no, no. I play for God. You know what I mean? And I need my time with God in order to know how to play. Um, hey, Johnny, you got yourself a real chosen one here, there, fucktard. You're part of the big show. You are. God told you, bud. Remember? It's a great awakening, Johnny. Maybe that was a message to me. Hey, watch this little Klingon. He's going to show the world. Hey, it's time to fucking smarten up. Do you believe that Johnny Gobble is with God? Can we help Johnny Gobble? You know what I mean? Everybody subscribe to Johnny Gobble. Let's make Johnny Gobble the biggest world famousest fucking narcissist that turned himself around. Because you are a sweetheart of a narcissist, Johnny. You can be all of them, bud. When you have the truth and you think you could fucking hurt somebody, you're as grandiose as they can be, bud. But then you're a fucking great covert too. Always the victim. you, you play the circumstances, Johnny. You know what I mean? You're a lot like your girlfriend, Patty. Patty. Dagburns here. You're excited. No, I wanted to talk about Trump, actually. You know what I mean? What do you think? Think men should be playing in women's sports, AD? I would have made that fucking mayor or governor from Maine come up and fucking say, hey, tell the world why you think men should be in women's sports. What is it that gets you off about that? Why are you willing to take the Don to court in order to let men dominate women's sports? Hmm. AG is very excited. Yes, Dagburn. Bud, you had your chance to talk to me. You blew it to smithereens. In fact, I told you, Johnny, one day you're gonna chase me. You remember that, bud? You remember when you used to ask me, hey Carl, are you Jesus today? Are you Jesus today, Carl? Jesus every day there, Johnny, but not the Jesus, bud. You know what I mean? That's impossible. This avatar came from a human woman, brand spanking new. Is the soul the same one? I don't know, but I just want to be with Christ. So, in order to be with Christ, you got to believe in Christ. And in order to believe in Christ, you got to want the truth. And I'm with Jesus, anyways. And Jesus told us, bud, hey, you're part of me. Be like me. Pick up your cross and fight. Fight, 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 fight for the things that I would fight for. Fight for the truth. Hey, Johnny, does that make sense to you? Do you know why people get confused and think Jesus is God? Because he told people that God, if they'd seen him, they'd seen God. Because in the Bible, it tells you about Jesus was the seed of God, the seed bud. And what comes from, if it's the seed of God, then there's part of God in that seed. And then when that seed grows, and I think what it ended up being is the truth. That Jesus is the truth. The logos, buddy. The logos to protect God. You know what I mean? God and Jesus are there to protect each other. In order to get with God, you got to get with the truth, Johnny. And well, what is the truth? Who is Johnny Gobble and what does Johnny Gobble stand for? Where is Shoddy? You know I can't drop the link, AD. And we can take it over to your show and you could tag Shoddy and we can get this showdown on the go. You know what I mean? The Mashiach's locked and loaded. He's ready to go. He's ready to take on Donald Trump if need be. You know what I mean? But I got a little Trudy over here in Canada that needs a little bit of lovin's first. You know what I mean? I gotta expose the system to my country. So maybe they wake up and find out why they're in such a fucking pile of piss that fucking no one wants to fight to get out of. But hey, oh, you would just run off panel. No, if we have equal opportunity time to talk, no, I'm not running nowhere. You know what I mean? I've never ran from anyone. I've watched some panels, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not gonna, if I don't get a chance to talk and people are just gonna make their own story up and then tell me how bad I am and I can't explain. And well, it is what it is. Yeah, he is only like on one side. No, I ask questions and you fucking refuse to answer them, matey. You're a fucking Nazi bot. Pure blooded. Pure blooded. Don't tell me you're not. Because they got you to fucking, they convinced you to risk your life for weapons of mass destruction that never existed. Therefore, you've been tricked and fooled there, weren't you? Keep an open mind to others, Carl. Hey, I always keep an open mind to others. It's just these people don't have a mind to open. They like to keep a closed mind. They don't want to have the conversation. It's not me. I've been begging for a conversation for fucking 5 years. My story almost seems unbelievable. But hey, when you can blame the fucking receipts, I don't know. I think I can. I mean, hey, if you're going to say the Mashiach, you got to have a reason. And when you say you're going to have to go against Donald Trump, you have to have some sort of story that would kind of relate you to being with God. And you kind of learn some lessons through your suffering. And that, well, hey, if I can do it, everybody can do it. There's nothing special about me, but yet there is. Know what's special about me? It's what's inside of me, the Jesus in me, the Christist, the truth. You gotta, jackass, you gotta love the truth more than anything in the world, bud. Am I listening to Trump in my pods? No, I'm using it as a microphone. Eh? The one on my computer really sucks, eh? So it sounds better with the pods, eh? You know what I mean? What's Mushi Hawk? I don't know. I don't know. You do the same at times. I fail to see where I do. Point it out, and I'll acknowledge it. Where don't I have an open mind? I don't get it. Hey guys, your president, without a doubt, Biden, the one before Trump, three quarters fucking retarded for most of his term. Not because I think so, but because the people who investigated him on the paperwork that he had that he wasn't supposed to told me he was three quarters retarded and wasn't responsible for that paperwork. Therefore, America should be wide awake enough to know that that person shouldn't be running the country anymore. But, well, we just weren't smart enough to figure that out, were we? Where else do you want me to fucking take you with this fucking bullshit? Like, come on, AD. You guys protected that guy. How come nobody was asking for that fucking Ashley's diary? You protected him. You sat there and you watched him sniff a bunch of people, which looks kind of questionable, but hey, maybe that's normal at the fucking Biden house. I don't know. But hey, I'd want to investigate that diary before you fucking have your children around him and he's fucking sniffing them. You know what I mean? Just in case. Just in case. But we don't think on these simple fucking terms. How simple do you want me to get? It gets even simpler than this. Hey, Mark Zuckerberg took the world and fucking rammed his big fucking cock right up it and said, "You're gonna listen to what we have to say because my daddy, Satan there, bye Biden, told me what to tell you." And well, ah, I shall comply. That's treason to the world, to the world. And yet he still walks the streets like nothing ever even happened. In fact, their propaganda and stupidity has worked on most of you. Ooh, Marky Mark's going to be the good guy now. He's going to be looking out for our freedom of speech. Well, just so happens that just to make sure, maybe that's why Dana White's coming to work at Meta. A Trump guy at that, eh? But hey, is Dana like legit? Dana says a lot of good shit. I get. So does Trump. I get. But hey, when Dana do whatever the fuck it took for his business to succeed, I could probably show you a few incidences where Dana himself tells you, "Hey, bad shit happens to people who come against me." Funny that way. Maybe it's just God working for Dana. Mic drop. What mic drop? What are you mic dropping? Hey, Jack Essex, do you not get this simple shit? Hey, bud, I don't think the fight Fauchmeister was very good. I think Biden knew about it, so he like pardoned him. Do you get that? No, I'm not willing to let it go. I'm sorry. If I think somebody poisoned me and I took my family for the fucking trip because they used love against us, hey, I want it brought to attention and I want them to pay for their mistake if they did it on purpose. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And well, when Fauci's involved, I question everything. I told you guys a long time ago about this fucking doctor who was begging for fucking Fauci to sue him so we could bring evidence that Fauci had something to do with AIDS. How do we have a system where a doctor can't fucking go and lay fucking charges or so fucking try and do something who he thinks somebody's hurt the fucking world? But I don't know. Is Fauci innocent on both accounts? I don't know. But we don't subject him to any sort of common sense questions. We just NBC, ABC, CNN. Hey, we love that. Like this is the thing. People love Fauci. There was fucking lawn ornaments of the guy and fucking people buying Fauci masks and oh my goodness. It was fucking Fauci mania. A real rock star. I saw his cribs. I did. You want to get to know people, you know what I mean? I watched his well, it was like a film crew that went into his house. He loves himself some Fauci. There's a lot of Fauci memorabilia. Anyways, he just comes a lot. His house makes perceives him as a bit of a narcissist, but hey, I don't know. I think Fauci loves himself some Fauci, but hey, be proud of your accomplishments. But what are those accomplishments? Were those accomplishments for him and his friends, or were they for humanity? Or were they against humanity? You know what I mean? Maybe we'll find out. Maybe RFK is everything he says he is. Let's hope so. You know, RFK says that he's had a Carl Jung kind of awakening. Mine was a little Carl Jungish too, mixed with a little mystical. Anyways, crazy stuff, eh? Chop ain't live yet, Johnny. Oh, what's going on, hillbilly? Where's Shoddy? Where's Shoddy? Tell Shoddy I'm the Mashiach. I'm ready here to shock the world. It's not what you thought it was. But hi, everybody's waiting for Jesus to come out, Scott. I hope he's coming. But the Jews will tell you the Mashiach's just a normal human boy. He finds a way to inspire the world. In fact, they have two Mashiachs. And the world could have been a different place if they followed the first one. Anyways, oh boy, can you imagine? Just craziness like that, eh? Jackass exposer. It's funny how our names will come back to haunt us when we find out we only exposed ourselves. You exposed yourself to the Mashiach. Jackass. I love you guys. I don't know how I ever could have got this strong without you fucking morons helping me. I'm like, there's no way they fucking think that they're fucking better than me. There's no way. Not these fucking brainless morons who fucking think Biden was operating fires. Meanwhile, he's not responsible for people. And then you got the whole Obama paperwork thing, eh? Can you imagine if your country was so full that you asked non-American little boy from Kenya went right? His grandma said he's from Kenya, and that birth certificate is not real. But hey, y'all gave up on it because Donald Trump says we're finished with this. Must have made the art of the deal there. I wonder what he got for the deal on that one. Johnny Gobble is safe and warm, lying in the couch, stocking up shirts. No one needs to worry. Johnny Gobble, that poor soul. He has no clue. No clue he's an idiot. You know why? Because there's stupid people that encourage him. I blame it on people like Inside Stupid. Like, really? Like, you guys think Johnny's a loser? I want the people that follow him, encourage him. Like, I'm sorry, I don't like to be mean, but that boss lady bird, Just looking for drama all over the place, eh? Give me the goods, baby. Give me the goods. Let me take it back to the G team. Fuck. Hey, if Johnny Gobble wants to think that he's good with God, I'm not the one to tell him he's not. I just want to show him where I think he's doing wrong and he's not doing real good because I don't want it to turn into an Anton LaVey situation with him. You know, when the lights go out, he's like, oh, fuck. Ding, ding, I was wrong. Jesus did not die for my sins for me to be a fucking idiot consistently. No, I had to put more down. Carl was right. I should have tried to find out what my reality was. Oh my goodness. I don't want those to be your last words, Johnny. I want you to go, I'm ready, Lord. I can just take me away, Calgon. I love you and I'm ready anytime. Then you'll be ready to die for him, Johnny, just the same way that he was willing to die for you, brother. You know, she's a give and take relationship with Jesus. You got to meet him halfway. You know what I mean? That's why I don't understand. Like, Jesus never forced himself on anybody. So the lost sheep fucking story doesn't make sense to me. I think Jesus was like, hey, I'm going to be here if you need me, but if you gotta go, you gotta go. I'm not putting you on my fucking shoulders and fucking when there's, I don't know. I don't buy it. I think the sheep follow Satan. You know what I mean? I think the wolves follow God. They know enough to fucking stand up for their pack if they ever find it. I wouldn't want to fuck with a wolf pack from God, would you guys? No way. That'd be ultimate stupidness, eh? They're gonna call me the wolf man there, Storm. Hey, bud, I'm a Capricorn too, so I'm a goat. Not the same kind of goat everybody else wants to be. I just want to be greatest of the time, bud. I want people to strive to be better than me and do better than me. You know what I mean? Don't let the world sit still. But I want to make it almost as hard as I can for the next one to outdo me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make this look like fucking Mission Impossible. Little old me, little old nothing. The piece of shit you guys all come to fucking spit on and make fun of. And, well, quite frankly, not a one of you can answer any of my fucking questions, which really makes you fucking stupid. But hey, I'm gonna make it hard to top this. World War III. Never even had to throw a punch. Fucked it with my brain. Right? Just like you guys are gonna get fucked by your own brains. I warned yous. I warned yous, Mr. Angry Pants. You got that right, Jordan Evans. um, well, we got four people in here. So what do you guys want to talk about? Huh? Did the cupcake cross the river? Imagine Gobbler at the pearly gates. Right, is he? Unfortunately, can you imagine Ryan and Gobble have to spend eternity together? Talk about a fly. It's Ryan and Gobble. nowhere to go. They're all that shit talk from Ryan just got him in the same place as Gobble. Hey, fucking Johnny Gobble. I do feel bad for him. Like you don't even know he's stupid. I think he honestly legit thinks he's God. I don't know. I don't know. You guys don't live in reality at all. Like not even close. Like Johnny will tell you guys, "Hey, I'm an eye for an eye kind of guy." Well, Jesus ain't much. You just sit back and you use people's stupidity against them, but when you're really fucking stupid, you can't really figure that out because you're out dumbing your fucking opponent. Anyways, what do you guys want to talk about? Come on, just gotta be something. Okay, so like something about Jesus. You guys want to talk about? You guys want me to try and clarify the I'm Jesus thing? I'm not Jesus. I'm part of the Christ. Let me clarify that. I could never be Jesus. You know what I mean? I don't even think Jesus was Jesus. I don't understand the name change. I really don't. You can try and tell me whatever you want. But for me, if you were to go back in time and you could meet Jesus, like I've always said, I don't think saying that name is gonna find you anybody. But Yeshua, you might. I'm just thinking, you know what I mean? But it's the character you need. It doesn't matter about the name. It's like the whole color thing. I'm fucking like this whole Russia thing. Like I just watched a video with Klaus Schwab where he says that fucking Dingle Nuts Putin was penetrated by the fucking WEF. Whether he's still penetrated or not, I don't know. But one of the things that came out through the whole COVID thing or whatever coming out of it was these pictures of Black Jesus. Why would you hold on to shit like that? Like all of a sudden now Russia's gonna be the good guys and they're gonna let out the big secret. Just to twist and get us all to fucking make different teams and not come together and not figure out it's supposed to be the truth. Well, don't sit there and throw fucking stupid faces at me. Make me look stupid. Give me some questions. Like, what do you guys want to talk about? Huh? I'm just putting in a little filler. I don't go more than an hour on these things. You guys know that, right? So if you want to talk, let's talk. If not, I can end the conversation. Truly, I'm here to help you. If you don't want the help, I quite frankly, I could just go to bed. You know what I mean? Nobody's interested. We got 3 people in here. Why don't we do you want Honk Gobbler loves his kids? Well, I think I'd really like for Johnny to love his kids, but I don't think it's possible for Johnny to love his kids until Johnny learns how to love himself, to be honest. You know what I mean? Johnny has to know who Johnny is before he can figure out who his kids are and why he should love them. You know what I mean? But do I think Johnny loves his kids? I think part of Johnny loves his kids. I think a lot of shitty parents inside love their kids. They're just incapable of. But here's the thing, people react to different situations differently. You know what I mean? Too bad there wasn't somewhere in place so Johnny could figure out what was fucking him up. You know what I mean? What makes Johnny take the route of victimhood? And what pushes somebody else in the same position that Johnny was in to fucking succeed and fulfill a dream, and, I'm not trying to be tough on Johnny, but it's not like Johnny's probably worked a whole lot of his life, you know what I mean? He can come out and lie, but I don't think he's really put much of an effort in, you know what I mean? He hasn't really tried to support those children that he had, you know what I mean? Never went out of his way, you know what I mean? Well, Nickel G Racing, I don't think it's about the Jordans, but it is about the Jordans. Like, Johnny says he's not shallow, but every time he's got, like, a brand new piece of clothing or whatever, he's gotta show her off. "Look at my Jordans. Never bought my kids a pair, but look at mine." Thank Merle. Oh, man, he must just love Merle. I just love her. Wow. Well, Johnny Gobble needs to put forth the effort. Well, Johnny needs to put forth an effort. Do you think the Gobbler loves and respects Merle? I think I think Johnny loves Merle. I think you have to be a fool not to think that. Like, listen, we can say whatever the fuck we want or think whatever the fuck we want about those two people, but I do think that they love each other and they went through some fucking horrible shit that I've never got to experience. You know what I mean? I'm quite sure they went through a really hard time. But here's the thing, sometimes people learn and hopefully they're gonna start to learn. I don't know, but I mean, they can't even admit to their past. They admit to it, then they don't. I mean, is Johnny the same person just cleaned up? You know what I mean? They'd wear a wire, he'd fucking rat on people to get them caught so he could get his own dope. I don't know. Is that his past? Should be able to clearly talk about it, but one minute he admits it, next minute he won't. We don't know what to skit with that guy, you know what I mean? All I do know is some of his skits, they just aren't funny. They're kind of fucking gross. You know what I mean? Addiction and love don't mix one thing. Well, they got over that, right? I mean, the two of them must have gone through hell together to get over it. I've never had to fucking be a recovering fucking drug addict, but I've watched some shit and it doesn't look like a good time. It doesn't look like it's easy. It looks like it takes a lot of commitment. You know what I mean? It looks scary. But that's the thing. It's the best time to call on God. That's what I think. See, I just call on God because I want something more than recovering from drugs. I don't want to live in this shithole world anymore. It fucking sucks. So I gotta identify the problems to you people, but nobody will answer my questions. Hey, I see a fucking problem here. Well, let me know where I'm wrong. Hey, did you guys seriously let a retard run your fucking country for that fucking long? Can you at least fucking admit it? Hey, can you guys admit that you fucking destroyed Iraq over a fucking lie? Is it that fucking hard to do? Like, hey, doesn't make you a hero if you got lied to and manipulated. Fucking do something. Makes you a hero that you were gonna willing to do the right things. What keeps you the hero is keep doing the right things and acknowledging that somebody was doing the wrong things to you. And well, there should be a fucking price to pay for fucking trying to hurt your own brothers and sisters. But instead, we bow down and suck that government's teat like a good little cow. Well, would have been that hard to come together? It's not that hard. It's just the people at the top who are feeding you guys information. They're just feeding information. There's no fucking solutions. You know what I mean? Where do you go these days? Where do you go? Like, I don't know. That Candace Owens story about the Macron should be a big fucking story. You know what I mean? You think the FBI would be visiting her saying, "Hey, can we see all your evidence? Maybe we need to alert the world." Fuck, you know what I mean? It's weird. Because if Candace Owens is running around saying that there's perverted trans fucking leaders fucking leeching off the world and they're part of the WEF, we should stop them. They're sickos. They like weird shit and you protect them. You know what I mean? I still got to post that video of that Pat King guy talking about Justin and his fucking NDA from when he was a school teacher. And he lists a whole bunch of other fucking scandals too. I don't fucking get it. Like, I tell you guys your FBI stupid, but fucking RRCMP just dumb as fucking ditch water. They don't fucking get back to Canadians about now. We're investigating. We're investigating. Well, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? You guys still don't know who was on fucking Epstein Island. They're still investigating. My name's Christopher Ray, and I am a fucking loser. He is a dirt pile. That fucking Christopher Ray, I'm telling you, he is a spun little bitch. I can't believe you people let him talk fucking talks to people like they're fucking stupid. Hey, it's above fucking the humanoids. Let us at the FBI. You guys don't need to know shit. We got it under control. Mm. Carl, they all had family afraid of neighbors, scared of their other neighbors. Oh, well, that's the thing. I got the shot. You know what I mean? I think it was on purpose so I could learn. You know what I mean? It's hard to try and bring people together unless you kind of make the mistake yourself and you got to kind of learn from it. You know what I mean? But I learned pretty quick. I was like, that was a fucking bummer. They got you, Carl. They fucking got you, but you're gonna get them back. Like, that's the thing. They turn us all against one another. Hey, the people who think they're doing it for love think that the other people are evil and don't love and want to fucking hurt them because they're not willing to do what they did. It's all a rigmarole. So they get us fighting against each other. You know what I mean? The vaxxed and the unvaxxed. And they want us to make us look as stupid as possible, too. I mean, I when I see someone with a mask, I'm just like, holy fuck. Really? Okay. We have not learned a fucking thing, have we, dumbass? But anyways, I get like that too, and then I gotta realize, hey, they only think they're protecting themselves. They're just a little bit more brainwashed than the others. You know what I mean? But if we could all come together and just say, hey, what is the truth? Can we settle this for once and for all? Can we get RFK to debate fucking Peter Hotez? Wouldn't that be a good thing? Shouldn't science fucking stand up for itself? Like, when I heard that Peter Hotez would not fucking debate RFK, I about threw up in my fucking that's when I knew. I was like, this world is just fucking shot. That nobody fucking cares that people offered like $1 million for charity just for a fucking debate. You know? So maybe some questions could be answered, but It's what happens when a fucking narcissist is afraid to face the truth. They run away saying it's not worth their fucking time. Same way I get treated, you know what I mean? Until you guys find out I am telling the truth. That'll be another story. Oh, how you'll want me. Oh, how you'll want me. Told you all along. I forgive you. Go find yourselves. You get to deal with what you did. I didn't do it to you. I begged you not to make up shit about me. Begged and begged and begged. Hey guys, listen. Why don't you just fucking listen to me before you make shit up about me? Like, hey, get to know who you're fucking with before you fuck with them. But hey, well, yeah, they divide us, Storm, because the way they do it is they make us feel like victims. They want black people to think that they're still fucking slaves. You know what I mean? Black people can be just as racist as white people. You know what I mean? I've seen it. I've heard it. All colors are capable of fucking hate. It's just stupid to hate over a color. That's just the most ridiculous fucking shit that ever has been. But hey, they do a good job of dividing us, so we fall for their tricks and their games. And anyways, I think I'm gonna go. During the recent flood, Eastern Kentucky, Gobbler made Merle carry his couch upstairs. No, there's no way he made Merle do that. I mean, if Johnny Gobble made his wife carry the couch upstairs by himself, that I don't see Johnny doing that. Merle is a beast. She is a beast. A beast for attention. You guys know who I feel really bad for? I feel really bad for her because she just does not love herself. She's just looking for love in all the wrong places. A Harlow blonde. I mean, oh my goodness. But that's the world today. Just fucking do or say whatever to fucking get attention. You don't know how many times I've heard that girl speak, and I'm just like, that's Satan. That's Satan. Like she tries to tell stories to make herself sound good. She sounds like a fucking idiot. That lady been through it. Hey, we've all been through it. You know what I mean? Oh fuck. I don't know. I Dude, I heard her tell a story about how she was fuck she got some dude to take her on a fucking cruise that she knew had a girlfriend and just for her benefit. And then anyways, I made a whole video on it. It's fucking there's so much wrong in her head. There's all sorts of wrong. She just wants to be loved though. It's just like Johnny Gobble. He'll tell you, I just want to be loved. And he'll act any way he can to try and get it. He just wants to be loved. And if you expose Johnny for not really being the kind of person you should be in love with, he fucking hates you and he'll want to destroy you. But hey, anyways, I'm gonna go, Storm. You have a good night, and well, It's never too late to turn to the truth until it's too late to turn to the truth. Don't be an Anton LaVey. And well, don't run away from the truth. Accept her. Make the changes. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I got a different interpretation than most do of Jesus. You know what I mean? I think he came to me and well, I'm going to use the gift that he gave me.